Alright, so some update 5 beta. It did change my... Oh shit. So my VR settings are completely not saved from yesterday. I did try it yesterday and it was it wasn't saved. There were new options in it, so I figured just because of the new options it didn't save it. But it does save my world scale now, so there's that. Alright, so that goes down to nothing. Exposure compensation, I like that at like, I think there. I'm gonna turn that off. Alright, so yeah. Ugh. So let's just set it to where I usually have it, I think. So this is their off-screen terrain detail. Let's put that on high. Turn that off. Buildings are on high. Trees low. Plants off. I don't need plants. Rocks are on medium. Grass is low. Put this to 105, I think I used to use. High clouds. Texture resolution medium. 16 times. Water is on high. That's fine. Terrain shadows off. Contact shadows low. Windshield effects high. These are my normal settings. This is what I usually use. Or medium for that, right? High reflections, ray marched, ultra, light shafts low. Visual part effects particles quality. Now, that's new. So, I don't know where particle effects come into play, usually. I mean, sometimes there's rotor wash or jet wash, I guess, I don't know. So we'll leave that on high for now. Cockpit refresh rate, high. Ultra characters. Ultra characters quality. Ultra. Airport off. Parked air off. Alright. Aircraft traffic variety is on ultra. Road traffic medium. Sea traffic medium, fauna is off. Alright, apply and save. So that's annoying. You gotta do that every time now. Alright, that's new as well. Show marine nameplates. Alright. Online. High fidelity. Alright, so I deleted the rolling cache, and when I tried to put it in again, this field is blank. So, like, see what I mean? And you can't see what you're typing in. So, I figured out I just did it blindly, and it took it. So I increased it to 24, which is 24 gigs, which is what I usually use. All right, so we're gonna start in the OH or the Tags 500. Belthorian. I haven't seen him in a while. Alright, we're going to start in the 500. And we're going to start right in the... we're going to start from takeoff on the runway, because when I did a cold and dark yesterday, it was really difficult to get some of the flags off with the helicopter. So they need to fix that as well. Anyway, performance though seems really good so far. I turned on motion smoothing in the driver just because my recordings were a little choppy. What am I doing here? Okay. And we don't like choppy recordings. We like smooth recordings. And we'll do a little bit darker here. Alright. And jump into VR. And now this screen is way closer to your face now. in VR. It used to be much further away. But we're starting straight from the runway today, just because, again, it was really hard to take off those pre-flight tags, you know. And I don't feel like dealing with it right now. I only took a short, like, 10-minute flight yesterday to test. Also, the task, whatchamacallit, toolbar is weird. Or actually, let me turn on the headphone simulation, which still doesn't work with a keybind, which is fucking stupid. I've been asking for this to work with a keybind forever. There's a keybind for it, but it just never works. Alright, so now it's not super loud and annoying. Alright, let me just check all my surfaces here. Let's see if we can get a cute little passenger. Yeah, the toolbar is weird. You have to put the mouse up around where the toolbar is, usually, and then press the button to bring it up, or whatever your keybind is. So there's that as well. And it sort of like flickers on and off. Alright, I got some rando. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this, but I do like to have a cutie next to me if they're... she'll do that. Not cute. Oh yeah, so you can't press this. You can't move it around. The only way to take it off is just to press the EFB button again, I guess. But there's that. So that's a bug. There's definitely some bugs in Sim Update 5. But visual quality looks good. I am running DLSS 4.5. I was interested to see if, because I know they did something with CPU and GPU optimization, and from what I believe I read, I could be wrong, but from what I remember reading somewhere that they took off some load from the CPU and threw it onto the GPU for performance. I'm running a 4080. So like it looks good. I mean, everything looks good. It's running well. The external camera seems a lot more stable. And hopefully smooth motion is smoothing out my my recording. There's definitely they did something with the cars. They look different. Some of the procedural buildings look different as well. Yeah, the cars, definitely, the lighting is a little different as well. The lighting on the cars, especially the headlights and all that. Let me show you that. Yeah, see what I mean? This toolbar is just weird now. Alright, flow is working. Alright, let's get a little darker here. And, I hate this floodlight here. There we go. Alright, so the lighting is definitely changed up a bit on the cars, for sure. The headlights look a little brighter. Overall, there's I don't know, there's something is happening visually that's different that I can't put my finger on, but whatever it is. it's helping performance. But, you know, I've been having pretty damn good performance since, you know, Sim Update 3, honestly. Sim Update 2, honestly, like, it's been performing really well, but it's gotten better and better since. There's no one else in the sky because it's the beta, and we are sandboxed, the beta players, so... let me turn on, or get some daylight going here. It's a little dark. I just wanted to check out the lighting. So I'm using cinematic clouds from SimFX. The weather changes work, just not the SimFX other shit, but the clouds are still in here, so I'm using it. It looks good. Yesterday when I was doing my quick test of Sim Update 5, I was definitely noticing a little jerkiness here and there. There was some rubber banding going on, but I did clear out all my cache and all that, so it could have just been, you know, loading in the environment and what have you. It wasn't happening a lot, but it definitely was there, and but right, everything seems really smooth and nice. Yeah, so again, they are prioritizing performance optimizations. I don't know what else other changes there are. I mean, feel free to read the Sim Update changelog and all that. I haven't dived fully into it yet. I've been honestly a little obsessed with Aces of Thunder right now. The flight dynamics of that game are quite good. It is tricky. It's not an easy game, but you get to shoot people in WW2 aircraft, which is my jam. Not that I played a lot of those, but I did really enjoy it back when I was younger. I used to play a lot of combat flight sims. But these days there weren't too many available for WW2, except for War Thunder, which I didn't really like too much just because of the player base was a little weird, and there was too many people in the dogfight, so it was just like a crazy amount of people, and the skill level of some of those guys was just crazy compared to mine, so it was a bit unfair for me. You know, yeah, clearly it was a skill level thing, but I didn't feel like investing the time into that game. But Aces of Thunder, you know, most people are starting off on the same level, so I'm having fun with that. But I'm not here to talk about Aces. We are here to talk about Sim Update 5. I have a few videos up, streams of Aces on my channel, so if you want to check those out, feel free to. Having a lot of fun with it, though. Anyway, back to the Sim Update 5. Yeah, everything seems good. I'm not getting as much jerkiness. There's a little instability in my cockpit, though, I feel like. In VR, like, I feel like the cockpit frame isn't as solid and stable as it usually is. But I don't know. It could just be me. I could be imagining it. I might be on crack. But no, it's not me. It's definitely a little bit more unstable. What is that? That's new. I've never seen that empty space. Those empty spaces. Also, what I've noticed is the Golden Gate Bridge has two bridges in there. One from the scenery that I have add-on, and one from the Asobo. So they're mixed up, and it's like the bridges with Modern Cities Update 4 or whatever it is doesn't play all that well with Sim Update 4 and 5, because in 4 the Bay Bridge was doubled, and now as well the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate was fine in Sim Update 4, but now it's doubled as well as the Bay Bridge. I'll show you that in a second. I am flying in San Francisco. This is my usual test area. But the flight itself is nice and smooth. Nothing crazy right now. I do feel like the optimizations are helping, although I think they need to tighten up a couple of things for sure. Again, the menu is buggy right now in Sim Update 5. The toolbar is buggy. The EFB won't go away unless you just hit the EFB button on the toolbar now. The X won't kill it, and you can't still can't resize it, and you can't move it around because that doesn't work in VR. The move the window, I mean, move it around. But most importantly, the flight is nice and smooth. I'm not getting any jitters or weirdness. And again, I've been playing so much Aces of Thunder that I'm not used to this kind of flight. Again, I've been playing so much of it lately. So now I got to get my Microsoft Flight Sim sea legs back. A little high on that approach, but whatever. But yeah, it seems a lot more. The performance seems better for sure. In some ways, in some other ways, like I said, the cockpit seems a little shakier in VR than usual. But yeah, everything else is nice and smooth, nice and solid, no jittering, no stuttering. I'm not getting the rubber banding I was getting yesterday, because like I said, I just had cleared out all my cache and rolling cache, so there could have been, it could have just been loading in all the assets and what have you. Alright, so here in the Bay Bridge, you can see that it's not super apparent with the Bay Bridge, but you can see the cabling is doubled right there, and the bridge itself, you can see on this big support, part, that there, it looks like there's two of them, It's definitely more apparent on the Golden Gate Bridge now. But see, these cables are doubled. These big cables. There should only be one on either side, but there's two. Let's do a little city fly through, and then we'll check out the Golden Gate Bridge with it's even worse on the Golden Gate. And usually when I see a sim update, they're like sometimes my add-ons get a little weird, but it doesn't. Outside of the bridges, the add-on scenery here works, and it's working well, it seems. I don't see any weird buildings or overlaps on anything, which was an issue in Sim Update 3 for me. with this scenery. But yeah, super smooth, flying through the buildings and rooftops. Do a little low. Dive and see if we got any weirdness. Nope. It's pretty damn good. Ooh, a little tiny chug right there, but no big deal. Because, you know, it's VR, you'll always get a little bit of chug here and there. Well, I don't know. I don't have a 4090 or a 4080, so I might be full of shit. Maybe those cards are 100% stutter free. I don't know. But in my experience, oh, yeah, there was a little tiny little stutter there when I pulled that maneuver. All the lights still work. Searchlight is working. So all the controls are, thank God, were still bound and saved in the cloud. All my bindings all still work. Sim Update 5 didn't change those because that would have been a pain in the ass. But having to change your graphics settings every time is a bitch, because this is the second time I've run the game and the second time I've had to redo the graphics. It saves it on the 2D side, but on the VR side, it doesn't save it for some reason. And I shut the game down perfectly yesterday. I quit the desktop from the game. I shut it down properly. So it should have synced all my shit, but I don't know. But it is a beta. So we're going to call out what is wrong with it, and we're going to call out what we like about it. But the visual quality looks really sharp and clear. I don't know if that's Sim Update 5 with DLSS 4.5, but you know, it was really sharp and clear before as well. But it's been a little while since I've flown around, just because, again, I've been obsessed with another game right now, Flight Sim. But we'll land here at Alcatraz. Yeah, looks good. And coming in hot. Oof. Whoops. That was not a smooth turn at all, but again, I was coming in super hot. Alright, that's nice and smooth. Just doing a little whirly schmurly around the water tower. And we'll head over to the Golden Gate now. Yeah, you can even tell from here. The bridges are the cables are doubled, and they didn't even like, you know, you would figure that both bridges would be the same height, but they're not. They're two separate bridges that just overlap each other, and it's a little weird. But again, you know, it is what it is. It's a This didn't happen in some update 4 though with this bridge. That there was always just one Golden Gate, and now there's two that are overlapping. But again, see, the lighting just seems different. A little chug right there, a little bit. But overall, the performance seems quite good. But the cars look different to me. I don't know if they're a little less detailed. See, look at this bridge action. It's so strange. That guy's just running in the median. And yeah, this bridge just looks wonky. So, again, since if I was correct in my... Oh, and we got the cars underneath. That's awesome. If I'm correct with my recollection of whatever I read, that says that that they unloaded some stuff from CPU and added it to the GPU, then I might take a little dive into the NVIDIA profile inspector and see if I can change a setting or two to optimize. But for right now, it's running quite well. I mean, I don't have too many complaints with performance. But yeah, the UI is definitely wonky. And yeah, let's go a little brighter here. The UI is definitely wonky. Toolbar's a little wonky. The flags, pre-flight flags on your aircraft may or in VR. I haven't tried in 2D because I never fly in 2D. But on the 500, on this particular aircraft, I couldn't get the front flag. I think that's the pitot heat flag or whatever. That wouldn't come off at all, unless, you know, like, it took me like 5 minutes to get it off. I was messing with the mouse and looking around and trying to, you know, get it to be blue so I can remove it. The rotor covers were a little bit of a pain as well. Not as much, but it was a pain. The UI, the flags, what else have I noticed? Oh yeah, the graphic settings don't save in VR. The world scale saves, and there's still no working keybind for headphone simulation. But performance and image clarity seems quite good. The lighting is I think more realistic, I want to say. Shadowing looks better. I don't know. Again, this could all be placebo, kind of all in my head, but it seems good. All right, bringing her in for a landing, and that'll probably be it for me today on the beta. I'm just coming in just to give my 2 cents so far. I might switch back to Sim Update 4 just because it's, I don't feel like changing my settings every time. But my preliminary opinion is it's pretty good. It's definitely buggy, but it's flyable for sure. You can still have fun in the beta, but I don't know about career mode and any of that shit because I don't really do any of that. But Free Flight is running. At least with the 500, everything's looking good for just flying around. Alright. Have a good one, guys.